Everybody, Joe Tessitore. Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. Teddy, what a thrill it is for us to be seated ringside tonight for this. Mike Tyson, Joe Frazier, two trains colliding.
Yeah, two trains, and one is a little bit bigger than the other train. Tyson a little bit bigger, a little bit faster, and you worry a little bit if you're back of Frazier, if he can handle, at least early on, that size, that strength, that speed.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Joe Frazier. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Tyson. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Both men trading hooks. That was a miss by Tyson. And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Parries that punch away. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. Here we go. Round two is underway. Well off the mark by Frazier. Nice block by Frazier. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Oh, what an exchange!
Eddie, if you could only pick out a few characteristics for a fighter and apply them to them, what would they be?
Well, I think first of all would be the ability to overcome and the ability to be dependable. Everyone looks at the neon things, the speed, the power, they're tangible. We feel comfortable with those things.
And Joe Frazier's been stunned. Big body shot floors him.
One, two.
Joe Frazier now rising up, and how will he deal with this?
Well, that's what he wants to know, because he's been good at dishing. Now let's see how he takes.
Good job protecting himself. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Joe Frazier's doing a smart thing right there. You got to create a little space to be able to do what you want offensively on the inside. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head.
Mike Tyson, youngest heavyweight champion ever, claiming all three belts, unifying the title, and then, of course, making a ragdoll out of Michael Spinks. How important is that to his legacy?
Everything. I mean, he came up with the man, which is his mentor, Customato, who had the prior youngest heavyweight champ of all time. That was Floyd Patterson. He wanted to break that record. He planned on, he lived to break that record.
Don't let him use this instrument. I want you to take that range away. He can't do anything.
Here we go with the 4th round. Joe Frazier's heading out there for this round, hoping that his legs are under him the way they need to be. He was dropped the last round.
Well, he's going to find out. See, that's a good thing you just said, hoping. Well, he can't hope his legs are under him. He's got to find that out, because if he goes out there and tries to use them and they're not, he's going to fall all over the place, and the referee's going to stop, and his opponent's going to jump on him. So while the referee's counting, what he's got to do is test him out a little bit. So now you know how to go about surviving the round. Do you just stay on the ropes and move your head, or do you use your bicycle?
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Nothing there on the punch by Frazier. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Joe Frazier. Well off the mark by Frazier. Joe Frazier's showing us that he is willing to stick with the game plan. But Teddy, that game plan saw him knocked down earlier in this fight. What would you be telling him?
You know, in some ways I tell him good, because you have to go with what you have. You know, you can't completely change. That's not possible in the course of the fight. You are who you are. So it's not the game plan necessarily, Joe, or the style that's wrong. It's the execution of the game plan. That has to be done better.
Not precise at all by Tyson. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Frazier. Doing a really nice job on the inside now.
Exactly where he's comfortable, where he wants to be. He has short arms. He's the kind of guy that wants to be in those quarters.
Nice block by Frazier. Well-placed counterpunch by Tyson. Joe Frazier's going well with the hook on the inside again. But Teddy, I'm looking at it saying I can't believe nothing's coming back at him. There's got to be the opportunity there to counter that, right?
There is an opportunity, especially because he's taking a picture a little bit. You know, he's looking at what he does. He keeps doing that. Some flashbulbs might go off right in his eyes, in his head.
Well, there it is. Big headshot puts him down.
One, two, three, four, five.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now,
And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And it's over. Look at this. Joe Frazier's going to be partying tonight. A knockout victory.
Your winner, Smokin Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier's your winner by knockout, Teddy.
well, we came in wondering whether or not his opponent had a good chin. We found out.
I'm Joe.